Hello.
Oh, hello, and welcome to Inaudible, the show that occasionally has a guest star, but today is not one of those days.
No. It might be worth getting in guest stars, you know, because I've mentioned I've been talking to people at work about this sort of shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
it might work. I'll put some feelers out.
I could ask Ray. I know his schedule's a bit
yeah.
EBGB, so I never know if you would, but I can ask.
Yeah, I'll try and get these people to actually listen to it. I've pimped it out a few times, but I don't think they have. See if they actually want to be part of it or not.
Make a competition for the viewers, and the one who wins gets to join us for a day or something.
Yeah, no, I'll make a competition for my colleagues at work.
For your colleagues at work, yeah.
Congratulations, you have the honour of being part of my production.
The opportunity only arises once.
Yes, you won't get paid. It's all about exposure.
Oh, yeah.
Because we'll be flashing our privates at you.
Oh, dear.
So, right, yes, hello. It's me and Ozzy here on Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to.
And only hosted by two people.
Yes. Well, we want Rich to be here. We like him. He's our friend.
That's why we're complaining about you, though, Rich. Because you never are here, and we actually like interacting with you.
Oh, well. So, say la vie. Say you will, say you won't. Say you'll do what I don't. Say you will, say to me, say la vie. As the as the famous Irish poet B. Star Witched once said.
That's it. Yeah, Bill. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't actually know if it is say to me. I always just said say you we. I've never bothered to learn what it actually is.
I don't really know
Oh.
any of the lyrics unless sort of the main ones, really.
You've never lived.
Well, no, this podcast proves that.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that haven't, Christian.
We haven't lived.
That's why we're alone.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, so there's been news this week.
Like you have news?
Basically all of it is Star Wars related. But it's time sensitive, so I've got to mention it.
Oh dear. Okay.
So I'll just run through it quickly. All right. I presume that you're not interested in most of it.
Some of it, I don't hate Star Wars.
I know.
Jump at the next opportunity of the next Star Wars thing.
Yeah, like unlike me, I'll be taking a day off work so I can go and see it during the day. That's the level you're dealing with here.
I'll wait till it's on DVD, and I still have the first of the modern trilogy on DVD and have yet to watch it. So it's I will get round to them. I'm just not in a rush. It's great. Your news.
So the news. They've put out a trailer for The Mandalorian, which is set, I think, after Return of the Jedi, and it follows a Mandalorian who's a bounty hunter.
Okay, is this a spin-off film?
It is a series.
In the trilogy. Okay,
it's
its own spin-off series.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it stars, I didn't realise this, it stars the guy who was Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones. Oh, if Rich was here, he'd know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
They're also making a new Obi-Wan series for the Disney Plus streaming service.
That interests me more than the DeLorean one.
with obviously Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan as well, which is pretty neat.
Oh, will it?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I would be interested in that one a bit more.
Yeah, everyone wanted a film of it, but I guess they're doing a series, which is good. We'll get more of it. It's longer than a film, isn't it, a series?
I think I prefer a series.
Yeah, but this is before we knew...
Yeah.
This is before we knew they were doing a series.
Yeah.
They did say when it was set, but I can't remember. I think it was between episodes 3 and 4.
Okay.
Between
prequel and midquel.
It was at the same time as Solo. I remember now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I suppose you can get away with it because McGregor would have aged a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think he's aged much, has he?
No, well, hang on.
I haven't seen what he looks like nowadays, no.
I'll send you the link to the article I was reading. It's got a picture of him on it.
Oh, my. Yeah, no, he still pretty much looks the same.
He looks pretty much, exactly the same, yeah.
Obi-Wan just like 2 years older, maybe?
Yeah.
No, fair play to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good, hopefully.
Okay, yeah, no, I'd be interested in that one a bit more than the Back to the Future ripoff.
88-mile-per-hour Mandalorian.
Yeah. If he flies his ship at 88 light years per hour, he'll break the time barrier and
Yeah.
some serious shit. The web of time can't handle it.
Oh. It's an illusion.
Oh.
It's an evolution, Ozzy.
But is it just Rassilon's web of time, or is it another race's web of time?
Well, if the Daleks build their Eye of Harmony, Ozzy, they'll have their big control over their own web of time,
no.
Tune in next time to find out what happens in the next thrilling installment of Doctor Who Monthly Adventures.
Only here on Inaudible?
Yes, maybe. The next episode will just be a Big Finish play. It literally just be the same play. We'll just re-upload it.
We'd just start uploading like 5-minute chunks of Big Finish. It's not enough for them to copyright us, but enough to sort of give out little teasers.
There's this crow sat outside on the railing on the slope down to the front of my block of flats.
Oh,
I saw him there yesterday, and like I looked at him and he looked at me, and he sidled along the railing slightly nearer to the flats, and then looked up at me, and I looked back at him, and then he sidled a bit more, looked up at me, and I looked back, and it went on for about 5 minutes.
You have to face the crow soon.
Yeah. It was quite funny. I think he's trying to be like the king of the castle because he's just been scaring off a magpie. That's why I mentioned it. Just watched him out the window.
No, that's quite fun. As long as he leaves the people living there alone, then scare off all the unwanted pets.
I want a crow friend. I want to like feed him little.
Do you mean like a real crow, or
Yeah.
like a humanoid crow, like Raven?
Well, everyone wants Raven, but I did mean a real crow.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Yeah. Like you'd have to buy one that's extremely well trained though, so they're not just flying about shitting in the house, and they'll sort of listen to your orders and sit on your shoulder and be there, not just like, Jimmy, get the fuck here now. He's just flying around the room.
Yeah, I didn't so much mean like a pet. I just meant like a little friend, so I could give him seeds and he'd come and sit on my shoulder and go.
More of a summon than a pet.
Yeah.
Just summon a crow. I was about to say raven.
Yes. Anyway, so Star Wars.
Yes.
They've also put out another trailer for episode X.
X?
Who does not know what a hrung is, nor why it should choose to collapse on Beetlejuice 7. No, 9, episode 9.
Okay, yeah.
But I can't miss the opportunity to call it X every possible way.
No, I know.
It was interesting. So
Didn't know Star Wars was doing a crossover with that horror film and the clown? Star Wars It?
Oh, not just it, Ozzy, it's.
Oh, there's multiple clowns.
Yeah.
Is it like the clown from this modern one and the Tim Curry clown from back in the old days?
It's not called it, it's just called those.
No. Us.
Yeah, oh, now that is a film. No, that's a film I want to see, actually. It's by Jordan Peele again, who did Get Out.
Oh, yeah, no, I know of it, yeah.
Yeah, with the family have these doppelgangers.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, they put out this trailer.
Actually, yeah, that's the trailer that's been on recently, isn't it? That doppelganger one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
it's just back in my head.
Yeah. No, it looks really good, that as well. I do want to see that.
So it'll be Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. Basically, there's been a trailer. It looks like there's this massive Imperial remnant. They had loads of Star Destroyers in the trailer, and then there was this. It ended with Rey being an evil, and we don't know whether it's like a clone that Palpatine made because he's coming back apparently, or whether Rey's gone to the dark side, which is a big fan theory. So it's all very exciting.
He's got like a split personality, maybe. It's like Zagreus.
Oh,
there's the Force Rey and the dark side Rey, and they're battling each other in the brain.
Perhaps a Matron.
In the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
I literally listened to Zagreus today.
Hence the web of time thing.
Yeah, it's just... I was surprised at how many, like, not just doctors, but companions came back to actually be in it as well.
Yeah. Because
like, now...
Go on.
I was just going to say, now that we've actually started listening to Big Finish, I'm recognizing like Big Finish exclusive companions, and
I
recognise the voices a lot more because we listen to them now rather than watch them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
I'm just listening. It's like, oh shit, wait, that's
yeah.
Oh wait, and that's yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no, when I first listened to Zagreus, I was just listening through. I didn't realise it was this big anniversary thing. And I was really confused listening to it, thinking, that sounds a lot like Colin Baker or whoever. That sounds a lot like whoever it was. And I was really confused for a while before I looked it up.
Now, you see, my first ever experience with Zagreus was even more confusing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hadn't listened to anything before it. It was my first ever audiobook, Big Finish.
Yeah.
Because I bought it in a charity shop and I saw, oh, this has got 4 doctors in it. This must be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just literally every companion that they've had appear in the monthly Big Finish up until that point.
Okay. I just like how just looking at this code name for the thingamablob that they're looking at in this military base is the code name Dionysus, which is what Zagreus is in mythology. It's equated with Dionysus, so it all links together.
Oh, so they've basically taken a lot from Greek mythology and sort of woven it into the web of time. No. Now, I must say, I did enjoy it a lot more this time round, now that I, A, recognised a lot of the people, B, was just more into Big Finish as well.
Yeah.
And could sort of recognise the voices at a better pitch than...
You had the context.
Yeah, and obviously, finally, I actually knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Although I remember following it pretty well as a kid, because they do give you a last time at the start, and then everything else pretty much gets explained through dialogue.
Yeah.
So I guessed like 90% of what was going on back then. It was just still a bit... It was hard to guess it. It took a lot of thinking back in the day.
It's a bit of a mind fuck as well, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a one to start with.
Yeah. But it didn't deter me, which I'm glad of.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I just didn't know a lot of what was going on. Oh, I need to get more Big Finish when I get paid. I didn't get any this month. I'm running low.
No.
That's why I'm going through the 8th Doctor. I was trying to hold off on him and eventually do him after me and Ray have done a bit of 8th Doctor for the channel. But I thought, no, okay, I'll just go through the Charlie era and then I'll leave the other companions for the reactions. Wow. Awkward silence.
On the subject of Doctor Who,
always on the subject of Doctor Who.
I discovered the other day. I was looking at the list of Doctor Who episodes because I was trying to figure out whether I had all the Christmas specials from the new series on DVD or not.
Okay, yeah.
Because I noticed they were saved in my Amazon basket as like individual ones, like Last Christmas and Doctor Mysterio. So I was looking through the list to make sure that I had them on my series box set, which I did, which is good.
Oh, okay.
Because I was ready to be be like, oh, have they not put them on the series? They have.
Or just, have I missed the such and such one?
Yeah. But whilst I was on the list of Doctor Who episodes, I noticed the Series 12 list. So they don't have any details in there at the moment except the names of the directors. And just as a mildly interesting thing of not much relevance is just the fact that they're completely new directors from last series.
Okay, then we haven't got anything to grumble about until we see their work then.
No. So there's one guy called Lee Haven Jones, who's just done like a lot of standard TV stuff, like Casualty and Waterloo Road was the two things that jumped out when I looked at his IMDb.
Okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, because I mean, like, you look at people like blinking Euros Lynn and who came up in 2005-06. They were only known for normal TV things beforehand, anyway, weren't they? The writing is what will make it. But there was nothing about writers on there at the moment. The other one's a guy called Jamie Stone, who this is actually the first major thing he's worked on, but he has done like a few short sci-fi films that are on YouTube.
Okay.
I have one.
Oh.
It's called Dust. which is quite interesting. It's got the guy who played the person in it.
The guy who played the person in the thing.
Yeah.
And that one thing with that what? Oh, that Feather Boy. Was he in Feather Boy? And he was in
I don't know.
Doctor Who.
He was in Family Blood one. Yeah. He was the one who.
He's in these Maze Runner films as well, isn't he?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And he's Jojen Reed from Game of Thrones.
No.
And he had one line in Star Wars Episode 7.
Oh. Hi. Bye.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a not really that interesting a short story. But it's like a little short film just to give you, if you want to watch it, guys at home. It's called Dust. No, it's not. It's called Orbit Ever After. It's presented by a company called Dust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. It's called Orbit Ever After. It kind of gives you the kind of idea of this, how he likes to direct things, which might give us an idea of how some of the new series episodes might look.
Okay. I mean, the two biggest problems we have with it so far are still there.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm not going to be 100% certain.
The fact that it's a new directorial staff, though, is quite interesting. I'm not really sure what that means. Whether they're upgrading, downgrading, or are they just on a rota and this happens anyway? We don't know.
Or Chibnall doesn't want backlash, so he's basically hiring anyone he hasn't hired before.
Yeah.
Like, they can't say anything until they see it then. That gives me a couple of months to prepare myself.
But yeah, no, I didn't say anything about the writers whilst I was there. I am trying to stay spoiler free, but I still want to do something to make me excited for it.
Like now and then, YouTube thumbnails does spoil occasional monsters that are due to return.
Yes, I've had one of those.
Well, I believe we both had the
Judoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been another
the one you were speaking of. The Metaltrons.
Yeah. No.
Galaxy 9.
Wait, I don't know what that means.
Pyramid. No. Cool. I didn't want to say it just in case it wasn't the one I've had spoiled for me.
Metaltrons? Do you mean Daleks?
No. Thankfully.
Okay. All right.
I just said Metaltron because it was metal and that was the first thing that came to head. I completely forgot that Van Staten called the Dalek Metaltron.
Well, I might just delete that bit then.
Yeah, no, it's not Daleks.
Okay.
We've just had that. I would be a little bit like, okay.
Yeah, I'm still really disappointed from Resolution that they didn't set up a big story arc in the next season of the next series. Sorry, God, what much wrong with me?
For like a Dalek war kind of Asian thing. Yeah.
I just want a big overarching storyline. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah, well,
it's not all I want at all.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a big overarching story for me, as long as they've got some kind of connectivity between episodes.
Yeah, and not just, the first guy came back.
Yeah, like, I'd like... Bad Wolf was a bit sort of basic, but maybe something like that, where you get these hints early on and they start to build towards the end.
I think the Missing Planets was quite a nice one. Yes. I thought that was quite subtle. It's not like with Torchwood, you kind of notice them saying Torchwood all the time. Bad Wolf, you kind of only notice once they mentioned it in the show.
Yeah. Maybe 11th Doctor's death, that kind of trailed on for a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And that was a definite sort of heavy arc rather than subtle arc.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we need good writers. That's the main thing, isn't it?
I will stand by what I have always said. We need Big Finish to get on the fucking job and just work on TV. If Big Finish TV budget, let them at it for a year.
Let me at them.
Yeah, no. I think that would be, at the worst, it'd be a good experiment. See how they do, because I have a lot of faith that they'd probably do much better than...
Yeah.
Maybe even Moffat and Davies at times.
Yeah, well, the stories would be A quality. We know that.
Yeah,
they would just need like an experienced TV producer to turn them into visual stuff.
Yes,
that's.
And you know that they wouldn't ignore the past.
No, no.
Got like 90% of the past on their payslip.
Yeah. Little tagline. Big Finish.
Yeah.
We hire the past.
Yeah. It's like, want to get such and such companion back in, Ace, and want to bring in some Big Finish exclusive companions.
Oh, yes.
That I'd like. I mean, unfortunately, Evelyn Smythe's dead.
Oh,
but I wouldn't mind seeing like Hex from the Seventh Doctor's era, or Errol from Eminem from the Fifth Doctor's era.
Yeah, Eminem. That's right. I remember
that time where the Fifth Doctor and Perry travelled with the real Slim Shady,
who might be a bit different to how you remember him.
Yeah. Yeah. A few body parts going in rather than out, and a few coming out rather than in.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, anyway. So that's all. That's all my news. That's all my news, Ozzy. Doctor Who, Star the Wars.
Star the Wars?
Star the Wars, yes.
Doctor Who starring the wars.
Yes. Have you been in the wars? Has your lung collapsed or has calcium built up in your kidneys?
Not yet.
Have you broken your toe like my line manager who walked into a box that his wife put out on the landing outside his door?
Okay. What, just a cardboard box? He kicked through it and broke his toe?
Plastic one.
Oh, okay.
I said to him, you must have really bloody hit it. How fast were you walking? But yes,
no current deals on Big Finish. I was just skimming through all their deals. Because I know, like, last week I missed the Seventh Doctor deal. Well, it was like a couple of days ago. And because it was McCoy's birthday, they had, like, really cheap Seventh Doctor ones. But I don't get paid till Friday.
Oh.
It's literally like 3-4 days away from my payday, but it would have ended. And it's like,
nightmare.
You'd have just held. If you'd have been born just 4 or 5 days later, McCoy.
Damn it, McCoy.
Damn it, McCoy.
I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
Yeah. I'm a doctor, not a doctor. Not a doctor. Not a. Ah! Yeah.
Oh dear. I was about to say, just out of interest, are you on monthly wages?
Yes.
Yeah. But it reminded me of when someone asked me once, asked what I did, and I said, "Oh, I'm doing blah 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 blah." I actually said what I did, and they went, "Oh, and do you get a salary for that?" And I looked at them and went, "What?" He said, "Did you get a salary?" And I said, "They pay me, yeah."
Yeah.
It turns out, no. What he meant was, do you get a pay slip monthly?
Okay, yeah. So I would be on salary then. Yeah.
But I've never have since heard that expression.
Okay.
But it was
I haven't really heard it.
No, it was just reminded me.
He's a very old-fashioned type of guy.
Mind you, this was the same person who, years later, this very year, in fact, I learned had never heard of the word occupy, which was amusing.
Okay.
And they said "okupi," which made me laugh a lot.
Well, it's not as bad as, like, I was watching a British YouTuber doing a GeoGuessr game, and every time he tried pronouncing Thames, you know what he said?
Thames.
Thames.
Well, it's Thames, isn't it? Not Thames. Yeah. Who are you?
Thames. I know. I always say Thames. I can't help it. So I'm like the midway point between him and you.
Yeah.
I don't say Thames. I don't say Thames. I just say Thames.
Thames.
I'm taming the water.
Oh, taming of the shrew.
No, I'm a Digimon tamer. I must tame everything.
That's true. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tamer's River.
It's just like you go and see it, and there's just like a D-Arc floats past, and then just like a body with goggles face down. It's just the Tamer's River claims another victim.
Or they're speedboating on the like flying dragon thing that Gallantmon gets.
Oh yeah, Granny.
Speedboating on Takato's speedboating on that. Henry's probably on like Rapidmon or something, and then Rika's just drowned. No, she got better by the end. She was I remember she was a bit of a bitch at the start.
Yeah. That's what's so... Go on.
Mm. It's been a while since I've watched the entire Tamers properly, so...
It's what's so good
about Digimon?
About Digimon. 1, 2, and 3. Grow? Yeah, I haven't seen any more than 1, 2, and 3, but yeah. They're...
As soon as you said, it's what's so good about, I kind of ended that sentence in my head because I knew exactly what you were going to say.
Because you're right, she is like an annoying cow, but then you see her home life and you realise why.
Yeah.
And love Digimon.
Develop. There is development in Digimon, not going to like the 5th, 6th region and having your level 100 Pikachu get beaten by a starter Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh. This is why X and Y were so good and why they were so disappointing in the end, where it just went the same way as ever with Ash not winning anything. Because like he actually had like proper battle tactics and he was really competent, wiping the floor with all the gym leaders.
He just kind of forgot by the end.
Nah, he just had like he got to the
everyone else.
Yeah, no, he got to the final of the league and then had like, you know, his opponent had like a Mega Charizard Ex Machina that that just beat him. It's a nightmare.
Like, I think I've given up on worrying about the whole age thing with Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
I at least wish they'd give us some kind of explanation as to why the Pokemon seem to reset every region. Like, there's this thing in the Pokemon terminals where you're not allowed to enter a brand new region you've never been to with level 100s. So they use a machine in the airport which lowers the level back down. You go to this new region, and then when you return to your own region, they can give you the levels back.
That sort of thing never bothers me, to be honest, because at the end of the day, it's just a marketing cartoon for the merchandise, isn't it? That's
yeah, but so's Digimon, and they can explain shit like that.
Yeah. What was it, like a 12-part series originally to advertise Tamagotchi? Yeah. But yeah, I just wish they would.
Tamagotchi died, but Digimon lives.
Yes,
kind of. Not as much as like Pokemon does, but that isn't Digimon's fault. That's just kind of the way popularity went over the years.
Yes.
Digimon didn't milk it. Digimon knew when to quiet down for a couple of years and let their fans want more.
Yeah.
Pokemon gave you something all the time.
Yeah.
It was a new main series game. We'll give you a spin-off game.
Oh.
Some Pikachu that can talk and be detective-y.
Oh.
Right.
Better get my coffee. That's how he talks. Do you remember seeing him in the cinema?
Yeah. And Ryan Reynolds was putting on this awful Brooklyn accent the entire time.
I'm Paul Gambaccini.
Anyway. Yeah, no, it was weird back in the day because Pokemon and Digimon were always like, it seemed like 1 month Digimon would be the most popular thing ever, and then the next month Pokemon would be the most popular thing ever, and everyone would be saying that one was shit and one copied the other and all that stuff. Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
How fickle we all are.
Well, we weren't. We loved both.
Yeah.
I remember us being fans of both even back then.
Yeah.
I think we probably liked Pokemon more just because that kind of appealed to us more as kids.
Yeah, definitely.
And as we've grown up now, we've come to appreciate what Digimon had over what Pokemon didn't.
That's very true. I'd say I only became like a proper massive fan of Digimon because back when Tamers first came out, I was watching it during the summer holidays, and then the summer holidays finished before the series did, so I never saw the end. And I rewatched it when I was about 17 or 18 in sixth form, and that was when it really hit me. Like, holy shit, this is actually really good.
Yeah, I think I was in college when I sort of did my rewatch of just Digimon. I think I got up to like halfway through Frontier, and that's where I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. Though, as I have been told, the Japanese is meant to be so much better.
Yes. Well,
but isn't that meant to be the case with every Digimon?
Yeah, well, so people say. Yeah, I think
looking at you try.
Yeah.
Because remember we said we enjoyed the English tries more just because they seemed a bit more quicker paced.
Yeah, it was odd. We're gonna have to find compare the two and see whether that was the case or whether it was just because we had to concentrate more to read on the other one.
Yeah, the Japanese go slower just because we were reading, and the dub went quicker because it's sort of like, oh, we recognise the voices, we know what they're saying easy, and yeah.
Question. Tell me what you feel about me. No. Did we watch the dub as the full movie or as individual episodes?
I think the dub was a full movie, actually.
I think that
and
might...
they'd split the episodes up.
Yeah, that could be it.
Ah, okay, maybe.
Because if you're watching, you watch something for 25 minutes and then you stop and then you watch someone else for 25 minutes, it feels like you've watched a number of things.
45 minutes, even though it's only been 40 minutes.
Well, and you've watched like 3 or 4 individual things as opposed to just sitting and watching a thing that just flows and it never stops and breaks in the middle. I don't know.
Okay,
Could be.
Good theory, make it a sense.
But yeah, I definitely need to finish my my Dragon's Ball, and then my plan was to watch Digimon after Dragon Ball. But I've got Doctor Who on the go as well, so.
Well, I've still got your Adventure 01.
Yeah.
So, but we are almost through that. We're on the Dark Masters arc now, so only about 10 episodes maybe.
Ooh.
And then you can have him back.
Oh.
No.
You'll take the next one, I guess.
Our Tea Leaf series 2, yeah.
That's why I've got that little Doctor Who case with nothing in it, holding the space. So I'll just shift that along one.
Okay, make it a sense. I mean, I suppose you've got like the carton boxes from some of the Doctor Who double ups that you could always use as fillers.
That is exactly what I'm using.
Placeholders. Okay.
I was about to say something, but I forgot what it was.
Looking forward to Digimon 2020.
Yeah, well, let's hope they do it properly.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Whether it will hold up to expectations is yet to be seen. Looking at you, Try. Try was so like wibbly wobbly.
Yeah,
it was so good yet so long and drawn out.
Yeah,
focused on people we didn't give a shit about.
Yeah,
they did a lot of good stuff in Try. But they did a lot of bad stuff as well.
Yeah, they need to look at why think about people are the fans of Digimon Adventure because of what that is and how that is. So make something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if like the 20th movie was like a big crossover movie between universes. So you'd get the Tamers lot coming in.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
The Adventure lot.
Frontier
lot, the Data Squad. The Data Squad.
Xbox Wars.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't count. No, I know it does, unfortunately. The one that doesn't count will probably be the Applemon one.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I think it is connected to the Digiworld because I've seen pictures of Agumon within Applemonsters. It's
meant to be like part of the Digi-universe kind of thing. Yeah.
So they can like cross over and stuff.
Cross wars over. Oh, that reminds me. Talking of Appleys, Pokemon Masters is out on smartphone today. Will you be playing it, Ozzy?
Give it a go. Give it a go.
That was kind of my reaction. I got the email from the Pokemon company, someone that have their newsletter, and it said,
"Will you be playing it today?"
Well, like I saw it. It said Pokemon Masters out, and I went, "Oh," and that was kind of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then.
Might load up the Play Store, have a look, give it a go, see if I like it or not. I mean, I'm playing a rip-off Pokemon game at the moment, so why shouldn't I give Masters a go?
Wow. I don't know if... I still don't really know what you do in the game, to be honest. I know you battle, but I don't know how it works.
If it turns out to be just a lot of battling, I'd probably get bored of that. But if there was some kind of something to it, like training and, I don't know, story.
Training and baning.
I wouldn't mind. Well, actually, I know you would, so never mind. I was going to say, I wouldn't mind if they released an app which was a Tamagotchi Pokemon, but you could go and do gym battles and train at the same time.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like Pokeami, but you can actually do stuff within it, like taking your Pokemon to battle and trade and do gyms and shit.
Yeah, so you want... a Pokemon game that explores more the aspect of raising the Pokemon rather than just having it as like a separate screen you go into, like Pokémon was, that didn't really affect anything else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically take Digimon, Monster Rancher, and Pokemon and kind of just fuse them all together.
Put them in a blender. Is that what you meant?
Pokemon Rancher. Pokemon Rancher.
Pokemon Rancher. Yeah, perfect.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Trademark.
Trademark, Invisible Tower, Inaudible, etc.
You can have it.
Okay. Trademark, yes, reactions. You wait, my big spin-off crossover anime series between Pokemon, Digimon, and Monster Rancher. If it's big and you've missed out.
I'll be seeing people like talking on the YouTube news, going about like, people are loving the idea of crossing over universes. Why hasn't it been done before? And I'm like, damn you, Ozzy! You were right all along!
Ever since these world travel games from back in the day. Always been in our minds.
Oh dear. Well, I think that's probably enough for now.
Oh, actually,
no, it isn't.
Before we do go,
yeah.
One last final tidbit. I did have an idea that world travel idea would work if we wanted to do like a D&D that we could like pass the torch over to each other each week.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
So if each week is in a different universe, each week can be written by each of us and passed around sort of thing.
Now, when you say each week, how far apart are these weeks?
Each episode.
Yeah.
It's a better. It's just, you know what they say in TV land, like each week a new episode of blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I was just thinking like we'll do one on like the first, and then the next one will be on the
2 months later.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but it'd still be a week of that year.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily. I didn't say reoccurring weeks.
It's a weak argument.
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah, there we go.
Well, there's that.
Maybe we'll discuss that a bit more when our special guest finally returns for an episode.
Well, dear oh dear. What are we to do?
Until then, join me and Christian again next time.
Yeah, I'll just give a quick update on what's going on with my channel, because I haven't played EU4 for fucking ages. Because, you know,
I just figured there hadn't been an expansion, so you were waiting for the next one.
It's not going to be out for well, actually, there is going to be a surprise expansion next month, which focuses on the nation I'm currently playing as. So that's an excuse now to actually hold off until it actually comes out. So that's kind of worked out. However, I'm just doing the thing which happens every now and then, usually in the summer, where I just can't be bothered.
Take a break. You don't get tired of EU4, but you've just had a bit too much for one go, so you take a break from that and edit the crap that you've had left.
Exactly.
Over.
Yeah. I was doing Portal, and then Portal 2 was following, but I made an executive decision that it probably wasn't worth it. So I've scrapped that one. I've just started the Solitaire one we did last September.
Okay. That was quite fun.
It was quite fun, yeah.
Sequel.
Because I've kept I put the full thing up as a video, and I've always kept the raw video to do highlights. So that's raw WWE Raw. That's what I'm doing now.
Invisible T Raw.
Invisible T. It's like Mr. T, but invisible.
Yeah, that's your rapper name.
Or Iced Tea.
Ooh, Iced Tea.
Oh. Hey,
Lipton's Iced Tea.
Did you know the rap artiste Iced Tea actually shares a birthday with me?
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me just Google that to make sure I've remembered that right.
Which one's Iced Tea again?
Yeah, no, it is.
The white one, is it?
No.
What one am I thinking of?
I don't know. Snow?
Ice.
Eminem?
Vanilla? Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's right.
It's just because you said iced, and that's probably what popped into my head.
Yeah.
Although, if Iced Tea and Vanilla Ice ever wanted to do a team up, they'd have the perfect name.
Yeah, Iced Tea Vanilla.
Or Vanilla Ice too.
Yeah. So anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, fuck it, yeah, fucking yeah, fuck. Invisible Tower is what I am on YouTube.
Going, what's going on in your
in my neck of the woods. Just some shitey highlights coming up at the moment.
Okay.
And then probably I want to play all these other random games that I've made a note of that came out this year and the last that I know are really good and I've just never got around to. So, coming up soon on Invisible Tower.
If you ever want to take a week between them, like a week we'd normally do stuff for my channel, but do it for your channel and do the extra stuff that we don't have time to do on a Digi Day, I'm up for that.
Yeah. I'll have to see what works to... I think, on the list is Kerbal Space Program, which I've always touted as a next Digimon world. But that was before there actually was a next Digimon world.
Yeah.
But coming up on the channel, including some of these, but not limited and not all. That sentence really got away from me. I can't even remember what I was trying to say. But we might have Baba Is You, Satisfactory, Kerbal Space Program, Feed the Beast Omnifactory, Into the Breach, Katamari Damacy, Supraland, Frostpunk, Wargroove, Tiny Metal, the fucking Transistor, Pyre, and the other one, and Starbound, and also XCOM is what I've got on my list.
It just sounded like you were naming a list of components for a spaceship.
Well, that is the grand plan. This isn't just a tower, Ozzy, it's a rocket ship.
It's a secret TARDIS. Weren't we going to do at one point as well, Papers, Please?
Yes. Yes, that's a two-player-y boy.
Yeah, so we'll have to take 1 week where we'd normally do Star Trek and just do random games for that week or something.
Yeah.
I'd be up for that.
Sounds good to me.
Or on each. Yeah, well, I'm free whenever you are, so just let me know.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Let me know, blah.
So yeah, Invisible Tower on YouTube is where I am based. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast Inaudible, which you are listening to on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And or send us an email with your questions and or comments at contact@termco.net.
And if you like watching people watch TV programs and take the piss out of them at the same time, I'm over at TS Reactions.
All right, sorry, I was reading the emails.
Oh, you were literally... Oh, okay. Well, I managed to plug a bit there, so it's fine. I've got my 2 cents.
I'm looking right now for reviewers and Let's Players for Astrologia Episode 1, a turn-based RPG series of games about a kid that's trying out for magic school. Here's a link to the trailer. It is a tiny URL link, though, so I'm not sure about that.
You can give it a go for a random day.
Let me just search Astrologia. Does it look any good?
What was it? It sounded like a Harry Potter type thing.
Don't look like my sort of game.
I bet you now it's going to look like my sort of game just because it doesn't look like your sort of game.
Someone wants to do web design. No, that's spam.
This looks like a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
But they haven't given us any story. It just looks like fighting, which kind of looks a bit boring. Okay. You were saying?
We can exhibit at Hyper Japan 2019 for only $650.
No.
Delete. If someone was offering me a free ticket to go to one of these places, I'd say yes, but assuming they passed the extensive background checks that I carry out, obviously. But yeah, that's it. And you're at TS Reactions and games. Yeah. It's all good stuff.
Kind of like Mystery Science Theater, but not as funny.
Okay.
It's a good way of putting my channel.
Well,
we try.
You need to cut out the highlights of your reactions and just put them up for the condensed goodness.
Isn't that pretty much what I already do?
You put the whole thing up, don't you? Or do you do highlights?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's best ofs.
Oh, okay.
90% of my reactions are best ofs because YouTube don't take the full versions. And then I'll do an omnibus when we finish the particular story or series where I'll have all of them together but without visuals in the corner.
Ah, okay.
So it's uncut, but there's no screen that you can see what we're watching.
Okay. They're uncut like a Gentile.
I think you just get confused because we have the habit of what I always do and blabber on for like 20 minutes at the end.
Because I've seen the length of the things and I've just gone, well, that's like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, it'd say about 25 minutes, but only 10 minutes of that is reaction.
Yeah, okay. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
If it makes sense to you, leave a comment.
I mean, the Star Trek ones, because it's a certain way we have to get around it, I do upload the entire thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably where I'm getting confused as well.
Yeah. So, but again, I upload that in a way that has yet to be noticed by copyright. So I fade the picture out so much and have the audio down so low.
Ozzy, don't tell you. Copyright will hear. Don't. Why, I said don't tell. Fuck it. Forget it. See
don't
you next.
Tell you. Copyright will hear.
Oh Jesus.
But make sure you tell me so the copyright don't see.
Oh, make sure you tell I so the copyright don't die.
But then we want copyright to die because then YouTube would be more free.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah, someone is suing YouTube because they put a load of copyright strikes on his videos that didn't contain copyrighted content. He told them to not do that. He said, "What method did you use to determine this?" And they refused to tell him. So he sued them for loss of earnings, and then suddenly his channel got taken down.
Oh.
So he's now suing them even more, saying, "You've done this on purpose, and I've lost a lot of money."
I started trying to sue you, and then you've literally got rid of my whole living.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get more out of you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair play. Go, guy, go. Whoever you are.
Yeah, I think it was some German
fight the power.
music producer or something, from what I remember.
No, fair.
But there you are. We've waffled on. That's like a fucking 20-minute outro, like we were just saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
That's what happens when Rich isn't here to reel us back in. We just blab on.
He's our Donna.
Yeah. Stops us going too far and killing hundreds of spider babies.
How'd you know it was a spider baby? They put it in a pram. Anyway, on that bombshell, see you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.